Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another session of the Playhouse. For all of you who have been watching this, Yanni, thank you so much. Your DMs have been received, your messages have been received. All of you asking when are we coming back? We are back, as you can clearly see. And with me, Yanni, I have a veteran in the hip-hop Kenya music industry. Kenya music biz, Yanni, Kenya music game. And actually, let me even throw it beyond just Kenya. East Africa and Africa. None other than one of the members of Kleptomaniax. But even beyond that, this guy has been solo, a serious veteran on his own right. And now he is spitting them bars for Jijue. And we're going to hear all about this in his story. Collo, I'm sorry, I'm not doing your justice. It's intro. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands together for none other than Collo.
Let me give your body a job, employ a new technique. Work it, rock it like a cradle in bed, I need a free. Mistari zangu ni tamu nishatambua, mziki nikatafija tayari nishabambua. Hii beat kwangu ni famu nishachafua, rafiki utakatika je. Onge la track nichapewa sana pima mziki. Big boss the big collab on a she is magnetic, magnetic for soul. She is magnetic. Okay. Wanasema the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Tuendelee ama tusiendelee? Tuendelee ama tusiendelee? Nasikia kuna MCs flani wametutusi, ati lyrics zetu mazeni za upuzi. Na heri sisi hao wamejana virusi, kumangana kila mahali kama mambusi.
Bitch can get drop too. Taking it can come through. So follow if you want to. Nobody can stop you.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah,
yeah,
hallelujah.
Like
That's all I can say, man.
That's all you can say, huh?
Yeah, hallelujah, bro.
Collo, thank you so much. You're my first... you're the first person who I'm having a conversation. I don't like calling this an interview. This is a conversation that I like having with people so that people can understand the journey that you have taken.
Yes.
And you who's been in this industry for decades, I can't even use the word years. Yours crosses into decades. Thank you so much for the opportunity to be interviewed. Okay, now, listen, I like starting this thing at the very beginning. When did you fall in love with music?
Before I was born. I fell in love with music before I was born. I grew up in a musical family.
How many guys are you guys?
We are many, and you know, it was interesting because my pops actually used to get vinyls from the auctions when, you know, like white guys would sell their things off and they're going expats.
Yes,
go back, you know. So my dad was very musical, and he also supported a lot of bands, and the rest is history. We used to attend concerts with when Kina Lus Mabele would come, when Kina Kanda Bongoman would come to the country, we would go watch them. When Mushrooms would perform, we would go, you know. So I grew up in a really musical appreciated Nairobi.
I understand that. And where this time are you in Nairobi? Exactly.
Right now, you know, for a long time, I went back to school. I've not been in Nairobi for quite some time.
No. When we're talking about your young, this age, where exactly are you? Because you said you grew up in a...
Yes, well, I was raised in Outer Ring. No, I was born in Outer Ring. Then I was raised in Nairobi West.
Nice.
You know, so Nairobi West was... ndo ilikuwa mambo yote huko ndo ulikuwa mtaani kwa kina Collo.
I love it. Okay, so Collo, first of all, Bana, thank you so much for this amazing scenery. Collo, I may change the scenery of the Playhouse, so thank you so much for that. Okay, so now, where did you go to primary school?
Primary school. I started out in St. Christopher's Preparatory. It was a long Gong Road, but now they're based in Karen. Big shout out Mrs. Ngini and the entire team. You did a great job. But then after that, I moved to Moi Educational Center. Yes, where I completed my KCPE.
And at this time in primary, were you rapping? Were you dropping bars?
Of course, man.
What? Okay, when did you start dropping your first bars?
I used to spitting bars became a thing for me from class 7, 6, and that was just about the time Hardstone was buzzing, man. Yes.
What year is this?
This was around early mid 90s. we could give it
96?
96, because by the time K-Shaka were now recording, I was like, you know, mastering the lyrics to Kalamashaka's music. We were singing Hardstone's music. We were singing Kalamashaka. You know what I mean? So I started spitting bars in class 7. Like cold bars, man. You know what I mean? Hard bars, man.
Can you remember any of those songs?
Of course, man.
Drop some.
No. That's for another day. That's for another day, man.
The Playhouse is the day. Hakuna kitu kana day.
Let's save.
Okay, sir.
I'm still with you, so we're gonna spit bars. That was. I used to. In fact, I remember Kirigo Ngaroy was my desk mate in class 4. And we used to beatbox on the desk. DJ exclusive, shout out Joram Dege, my brother Maze. We used to beatbox on the drum, and we would rap Lost Boys back to back with him.
Wow.
So by the time I was in Form 1, I'd written my own bars now. You know? By Form 1, by Form 2 now.
So who are you listening to?
So
I can see this. You've said Lost Boys.
Those at that time Kenya was consuming a lot of
Western music.
And of course hip hop. Hip hop was a huge influence in Africa. Huge, you
Major.
know. So it was inevitable, you know. Guys were looking up to artists in the US. You know, at that time is when now LL Cool J was big at that time, you know. I remember, wow.
Yeah.
Coolio came to perform when, did you see when you get there was hot? It was.
I remember that
We
era.
used to have festivals all over, Beats of the Season. I remember, I never missed Beats of the Season at my age at that time. And nilikuwa mjuaji sana.
Okay, sawa. So
someone is trying to call me. Sorry about that, man.
hakuna shida.
It's actually my big brother.
Okay,
Can I just ask,
no, hakuna
ask
shida.
him?
We'll pause.
Let me ask him. No, don't pause. That's fine. My big brother, Alan. I'll call him back.
Okay, sawa. Weka silent kabla.
So I know, it's actually noon. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Sawa. So okay, let's continue. So let me ask you. Okay, so now you guys, this is primary. This is primary. So what happens after that? Where does the story go?
Primary, man. I remember I was just totally into music. I loved music. We listened to a lot of, you know, I used to listen to vinyls, you know, because my dad would come with vinyls and we would play them. My bro is a DJ. He's just called me right now. You know, he's a Roomba DJ. And when I'm talking Roomba, man, bro, people think they know Roomba. I hang out with Fred Obachi Machoka, man. That's Anko. Anko. I'm a great fan of Anko. So my catalog and my range of music is crazy. But it boils down to rhythm, and Africa is rhythm. Africa is groove. But then when it comes to even just the chanting, rapping started in Africa. The Mijikenda used to rap a lot, you know. Cosign, Nafsi Uru, big up. And bro,
The veterans.
it's crazy. It was a crazy time, man.
So what I'm hearing from you is that you had the best of both worlds. You had the influence from your father and your brother and that African
and my mom too.
And your mom.
She used to tell us dancing competition. Ule ana dance vipoa anapata gift, you know?
Nice.
And even whenever we went out on Sundays to hang out after church, we would go to places like Shade Hotel on Ngong Road. And, you know, when it got to dancing competition time, no one beat me, man. No one, man. Me, I used to walk out of that place as a kid. Guys used to give me chums. Nilikuwa na dance na geiwa do. So, yani, I grew up around music.
I love it.
You know, and I appreciate it as a pillar of communication.
Okay. So now from that you go to high school. And where did you go to high school?
I go to high school, Nairobi school.
Nairobi school.
Yes, I go to high school, Nairobi school. That's where I finished my KCSE. But I'd gone for about a term to a school called Kuna, which was just creepy, man. Really creepy school. It was.
So let me ask you, now in high school, what happens? Is this where you meet your boys?
No, actually, I'd met Nyashinsky in the hood. We grew up in West. You know, I met him through a friend of mine called Benso, R.I.P. The late Benson Katan. He's the one who introduced me to Nyash in 95. So, you know, we play video games. You know, I was that guy who used to live on Kisauni Road. He used to live on Cody Road. And Ben used to live in Cody Road. So, you know, we would exchange video games, Sega.
Yeah, Sega Mega Drive.
Mega Drive, you know. Think about PlayStation. We used to game a lot back in the day. So I go to high school. I'm like, oh yeah, this guy is also in this school. Wow.
So now this is in Nairobi school?
Yes.
Patch. Okay, so Nairobi school is at this time, before even going to Nairobi school, you've never entered a studio, you've never recorded. You guys are just...
We had never recorded any music, but we just met. So we met in Nairobi school. Of course, having grown up with Nyash, I was like, okay, I can relate with this guy because we're from the same hood and we grew up together. It was divine, you know?
Yeah.
It was divine.
Okay, so you guys go to the school. Is that now where you get? Tell us about now the formation of the group, or what happens?
Roba was the one who came up with Kleptomaniax.
Was Roba also a guy of the hood?
No. Roba used to live in K-South. So, you know, at that time we used to listen to a lot of K-South flavor. They were big. Nanoma, big up to all of them. You know, the hip-hop community had already grown and Mashifta were coming out at that time. I remember Giuliani. I remember, Mazedo, heavyweights. Like, everyone wanted to be a part of this thing. Everyone wanted in on that cake. Everyone wanted to rap. Even chicks. Even chicks wanted to rap. Chicks were rapping. Bar for bar, man. The realest hip-hop in Africa is from East Africa.
He said it, not me.
I said it. The realest hip-hop in Africa is East African hip-hop, stemming from the time of Kalamashakas, Ukof, Lani Mau Mau. Follow up on it.
Okay, sir, let me ask you. So you, Roba, and Nyash are in the same school?
Yes.
So is that now when you guys decide, let's just become a group?
Well,
or what happens?
I used to do like raga. I was a raga, nilikuwa raga muffin.
Makina Shabarangs.
Makina Shabarangs vipi? Unajua nani alikuwa fan wangu sana? Nilikuwa fan wa Red Sun. Nilikuwa napenda Red Sun sana. Alikuwa group inaitwa 121. Nilikuwa naendanga kwao. Kuna time fulani nilienda nikakaa kwa pavement yao the whole day. Nikimgojea ni gate iko ya New Year's ilikuwa 2000. Nilikaa hapo nje ya gate yao South B wa Mponda kutoka 8 asubuhi mpaka 4 PM. Hiyo ni story nyingine ya siku nyingine. Anyway, inakam. So, you know, nilikuwa napenda dancehall, siku hizi inaitwa dancehall. Mimi nilikuwa na duraga, but Nyash na Roba alikuwa form 3, mimi nilikuwa form 2. Wow. So, unaweza imagine during entertainment, form 3s na form 4s ndo pekee walikuwa wana rap ama kuimba. You are not allowed. Kawe ni raboli. Form 1, form 2 hawezi ingia. Unaona? So, mimi mazemi ndo nilikuwa ule form 2. Mwenye anaingia kurap. Wasa wanatii. Wanatii bro, wanatii. Nilirap mimi na kushopaka Nyasha kaambia Roba ambie acha Collo ingie. Roba hiyo time akasema Collo singie Klepto.
Sahi Klepto is already formed.
Klepto ilikuwa imeformiwa, mimi nilikuwa form 2, so tulikuwa naenda ma gigs kwa machuo, variety show, tukienda for instance tukienda changes kwa kona V show.
Yeah.
Tukienda Cabs ama tukienda St. G.
Nice.
Si tulikuwa tunaishia tunatesa, my friend, tulikuwa tunatesa. Ay. Tuna need season nzima.
No, tuendelee. Tuendelee ama tusiendelee? Tuendelee.
Ndio. So ilikuwa fresh maze, ilikuwa a great time to grow up. Unajua ilikuwa transition. Moi alikuwa anatoka power, our late president, second president, alafu sasa Kibaki ndo alikuwa ameingia. You know, our president Kibaki alikuwa ameingia. So the atmosphere was flexible.
I get.
You know what I mean?
So in fact, you've made me understand the time very well.
Exactly.
When you guys now are this. So ukaingia Klepto.
Nikaingia Klepto. Tukaingia Klepto. So we used to we had never recorded. And I was that guy who was, you know, I was the guy who I knew no boundaries. You know? So I wanted to record. I told Kinanyash, yo man, we're gonna record music, because guys are recording music, man. And I said I'm gonna get the best. We're gonna work with the best. So I asked my junior achievement teacher. I remember Kevin used to work at BBC. Yes. He used to come to teach us junior achievement, you know, the program. I told him, yo man, I'm looking for Ogopa DJs, contact. And he told me, yeah, I can try get it for you. Lucas? Yes. And you know, at that time, I was a guy who had the phone in school. Those days, you know, having a phone was like, but me, I used to have a phone. So, you know, I told Kinanyash, yo, niko na namba ya Ogopa, man. Nampigia tuende tukafanye track. So, tukasave. Lucas akatuambia price ya track. That time, track ilikuwa 8K. Hizo siku. Hiyo ilikuwa do mob. No, for guys who are in high school. But we saved, you know, pocket money yako ilikuwa, imagine 3K. So that's an entire semester with you're starving. So it's sacrifice again. I get. So the collaboration picked up. We went to Ogopa DJs. We recorded Free Kit in 2001.
Okay, so let's tell us a little bit about the making of that song. Why did you go with that song? Ama it was the one where when you'd perform in school, did you already used to perform it? Ama uliandika?